Just like Iran had their chance. Until they didn't, and until he didn't. He effed around, and he found out.
So I want to talk about something that should honestly bother every single person, regardless of party. When someone like Pete Hegseth, speaking on behalf of the Department of Defense, stands at a press conference and says something like, they effed around and found out about another country, that's simply not strength. That is just immaturity. That is unserious. This is not a podcast clip. This is not social media. This is the United States military. And here's the part people need to truly understand. There's a certain crowd here in this world, in this country, that language, hears that language and they think it's awesome. Not because it's smart, not because it's effective, but because it operates at an emotional level that they are comfortable with. Simple dominance language, if you will. Us versus them. Strongman energy. No nuance, no restraint, no responsibility. For people who view power as intimidation instead of stewardship, this kind of language feels good. It feels like winning. It feels like someone finally talking tough. But leadership is not about sounding tough. Military power is not about vibes. Words from that position are not just words. They are signals to allies. They are warnings to adversaries. They are commitments that real people may have to die for. When leadership talks like this, guys, it treats war like a slogan and violence like a flex. It literally disconnects decision makers from the human cost carried by service members, civilians, and families. And that is the danger. Because the louder and more immature the language gets, the more likely it is to escalate instead of stabilize. The more likely it is to invite miscalculation instead of deterrence. So if you think this is about being offended, my God, you are missing the point. This is about seriousness. This is about emotional maturity. This is about whether the people in charge actually truly understand the weight of the power that they hold. Because I've said before, and I'll say it again, real strength does not sound like a threat. It sounds like control. And before the comments roll in saying, oh, you liberals are just soft, or you would not survive in the real world, understand this. Restraint is not weakness. Discipline is not fear. Emotional control is not softness. The most dangerous people are not the calm ones. They are the ones who confuse aggression for strength and volume for authority. Because if tough talk makes you feel powerful, you're not strong. You're just reactive. And people who are reactive should never be trusted with decisions that cost lives.